Hank Brown?
Hank Brown.
Okay. All right, before we get to calls, glad you brought this up.
Yeah, I didn't have a choice.
It surprised me. I thought Payton Thorne would have a great week of practice like he always does. Apparently, he's the greatest practice player of all time. And he would start the first half against New Mexico, and if it went good, they would leave him in. If it went okay or bad, they'd put Hank Brown in. Well, apparently Hugh Freeze said, no, we're hitting the ejector seat. Hank Brown's going to start against New Mexico. Couple things. Multiple things can be true at once. One, this is a good thing. I think it shows you how bad the film really was when they watched it. And Payton Thorne, like we tried to tell you literally after that game. Some people were like, well, a lot of it was the offensive line. And the offensive line wasn't great. Payton Thorne was awful, right? You can't win with this guy, okay? And if this is the best you got, and we're going to find out, then Auburn's in big trouble for the rest of the year. Now, the weather, again, like it's going to be probably everywhere, is going to be great against New Mexico. New Mexico's awful on defense. Auburn should be able to run the ball and have a lot of success, which should help him out. We're going to find out if Hank Brown, when he gets his opportunity, is a guy that when the lights come on, because some guys are different in the game they are in practice, rises to the occasion, right? And it's a big moment for him. Or is it something where you're like, well, Auburn just really doesn't have a good quarterback on the roster, and it just is what it is, and you got to go make a decision in the transfer portal or hope a young guy figures it out behind either one of these two. But my gut tells me it's maybe a little bit better because, to be honest with you, Flamin' Dragon, I don't know how it could get much worse. I want to see how Hank Brown runs the ball. The biggest thing with a new guy getting in there is he realizes this is his moment, and he wants to go put his best foot forward. And it's a hard line to walk, but you can't force the action too much, right? You want to go out there and make big plays, and hey, on this RPO, man, I may keep it. I may make my mind up and keep it. We're going to take a shot down the field. Don't do that. Operate the offense, but the main thing I want to see, right, outside of just playing well, is that he's not a panicker in the pocket. And again, I have no personal animus toward Payton Thorne, but I know when somebody is scared, you can see it in their eyes. And whether it was last year with Payton Thorne or this year, when it doesn't go perfect, this guy gets scared and he panics. And I'm not saying he's a coward. He may be the first guy you want in a alley fight. I don't know. But when it comes to playing quarterback, he gets scared in the pocket when it's not perfect. Just look at his eyes and look how sped up he gets. Sam Levitt last night is a 19-year-old freshman that is more poised in the pocket than Payton Thorne is as a fifth-year senior who's played in the Big Ten and the SEC. You either got that in you or you don't. We're going to find out if Hank Brown does. To all the Auburn fans, you should be excited that there's a change, but I don't know if you should expect that all of a sudden this guy's going to come in and be the chosen one. I hope he is, and he may look that way against New Mexico, but Auburn needs a little hope at that position, and I hope he can give it to him. What do you think, Fleming?
Go ahead. Well, I was just going to ask, what do you guys think? How do you guys think this will change things for Auburn in the quarterback run game, especially in the RPO?
Well, I don't think it'll change that much because is Hank Brown that much better of a runner than Payton Thorne?
Much worse?
Much worse.
Yeah, I don't think he's...
Look, Payton Thorne didn't run it that much anyways. Like, he really didn't. You go back and watch the last game, he can't even get a 3rd and 2.
He did a good bit last year, though,
against Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we can go point out one game, but and I've said this, when Hugh Freeze did not go get a transfer portal quarterback, there's a reason Payton Thorne started this year because he's looked the best in practice. And I know some guys are practice players, and I know some guys shine a little bit brighter when them game lights are on. But if you expect Hank Brown to come out here and fix all these problems and be the Messiah, he's not. You had a chance. The train's left the station, brother. You had a chance. And the thing about it is I'm watching quarterbacks we said no to ball out on Saturday.
Or didn't have a major.
And how much do you want to win? Okay, because I guarantee if one of them boys walked down to Tuscaloosa, they'd find a damn major for him. They'd find him. And you missed the chance to get your guy. So now Auburn's going to go through a season, and we haven't even played anybody yet.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
think you're going to find out if Hank Brown's is good against New Mexico? I'm worried about the Georgias and the LSU.
Hell, I'm worried about Arkansas.
And the A&Ms. Like, the problem is not going to magically be fixed. Auburn's in for a rude awakening this year.
And that's most of the probability lies there. Maybe, just maybe, though, Hank Brown can rejuvenate the team enough around him where Auburn can play to a level that gives them a chance that you couldn't with Payton Thorne.
And you don't have to be if you're afraid. You don't have to be the hero if you're Hank.
No,
you don't. Just do your job.
Do your job. Make the routine plays
correct.
Routine.
Absolutely.
That's what you got to do. Hey, what's up, YouTube? Appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate it.